I'm 34, just your average guy with a 9 to 5. Never really thought I'd be the type to post something like this, but here we are, 5 years down the drain. My girlfriend and I had what I thought was a solid relationship. We had inside jokes, went on weekend trips, and talked about the future. I wasn't the jealous type, never had any reason to be. Until I did. It started small. Her phone was always face down. Notifications stopped popping up. I'd ask who was texting, and she'd brush it off, just work or nothing important, but she never let it out of her sight, not even for a second. I try to be rational. People have a right to privacy. But when she started getting defensive, it didn't sit right. One night, I caught her swiping something away when she saw me looking. She laughed it off. "Why are you so paranoid?" she said, like I was the crazy one. Then came the classic line, "It was just one little lie." She said it like that was supposed to fix everything. Just one little lie. And she wouldn't even tell me what it was about. Her friends backed her up too. "You're being insecure. She'd never cheat. You need to trust her." They all had her back like it was rehearsed. I started to wonder if I was losing it. But I wasn't. I hired a private investigator. It felt extreme, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. A week later, I had the truth. And it was brutal. 3 years. 3 years of deception. She had a whole second life behind my back. Work trips were hotel stays with some guy. Girls' nights were cover stories. The photos, the receipts, the messages, it was all there. Every little detail documented. But I didn't confront her right away. That would have been too easy. She wanted to play games? Fine. I'd play along. Her birthday was coming up. Nothing huge, just a small dinner with friends and family. I offered to host. Told her I wanted it to be special. She was thrilled, acting like I was the perfect boyfriend. The whole time I was thinking about that manila envelope sitting in my drawer. When the day arrived, everyone gathered at our place. Her parents, her friends, even her coworkers. I made a toast. To 5 years, I said, and to finally seeing things clearly. She laughed, thinking I was being sentimental. Then I pulled out the envelope. I didn't make a big speech. I didn't need to. I handed it to her and watched the color drain from her face. "Go ahead," I said. "You might as well show them." She flipped through the photos, the screenshots, the hotel confirmations, the messages. Her hands were shaking. Her friends, the same ones who called me insecure, just stared in stunned silence. Her parents looked horrified. She stammered, "It's not what it looks like." I raised an eyebrow. 3 years? Yeah, it's exactly what it looks like. She tried to argue, then cry, then yell. None of it mattered. I was done. After that, I walked out. Let her deal with the fallout. I stayed at a buddy's place for a couple of weeks while I got everything in order. She blew up my phone. Apologies. Excuses. Promises to fix it. I ignored everyone. Then the entitlement kicked in. She showed up at my door at 2 a.m., pounding like a lunatic. "We need to talk," she shouted. "You can't just throw everything away." Yeah, I could. The next night, she brought backup. Her 2 best friends stood there, glaring like I was the villain. One of them actually yelled, "You're ruining her life." Ruining her life? She did that all by herself. I called security, and they escorted them out. But she wasn't done. She started spreading rumors. Told people I was abusive and controlling. Said I'd stalked her and invaded her privacy. Anything to paint herself as the victim. It didn't work. The truth had already made the rounds. Turns out, people aren't so quick to buy the sob story when the receipts are right there in black and white. Then she went for my job, called HR, claiming I'd harassed her. Fortunately, my boss knew the situation. Half the office had already seen the fallout on social media. Her little stunt backfired. I filed a restraining order the next day. My lawyer said it was a slam dunk. I had every reason to protect myself, and the judge agreed. She was served within the week. She sent one last text. 2 words. "You win." But this wasn't about winning. It was about standing up for myself. She thought she could manipulate me, twist the truth until I questioned everything. But lies don't last forever. And once they fall apart, there's nowhere to hide. I haven't seen or heard from her since. And honestly, that's the best birthday gift I could have asked for. Anyway, if you ever get that gut feeling that something's off, trust it. Because sometimes just one little lie is only the beginning. And if you like this, hit that subscribe button or whatever. Trust me, I've got more stories where this came from.